guys, what's up? I thought today I'm gonna give you a little insight about my last video, which was my very first interview with a K-pop artist, Eric Nam. I also filmed a few scenes of his concert in Berlin right afterwards, which you can see in the end of the video. For all of you who haven't heard of Eric before, please watch the interview so you can get to know him better. He's basically an all-round talent. He's a singer, songwriter, entertainer, host, interviewer, everything you can think of, Eric can do it. I first got introduced to him 2 or 3 years ago through several variety shows, and I'm a big fan of his work ever since. So you can imagine it was a big honor for me to get this opportunity to interview him on my channel. And since it was my first interview as an interviewer, I was really nervous. I had to plan everything myself since I don't have a management or something like that. So when I started to prepare the interview, I really wanted to make sure that it feels very fun and relaxed for Eric. Because I personally don't like to watch interviews where the artist seems to be uncomfortable, so that was really important to me. So I tried to do my best to prepare an interview everyone will enjoy. So on the day of the concert, our flight was very early and we were so tired. And when we arrived in our hotel, we actually saw some of Eric's crew members, and we found out that they were staying in the same hotel as us, which made sense because it was a music-themed hotel near the venue. And I was so nervous that day. I haven't eaten all day long. I rather prepared my interview questions.
You can do it.
I think so.
Yeah. You're a great interviewer.
I thought we'd have at least 30 minutes for the setup of our equipment backstage, but sometimes things don't quite go as planned. So yeah, I was later told that we had only 10 minutes to set up everything, our cameras, the lighting, and yeah, I was even more stressed out at that point. And later we met my dad, who was working in Berlin, and he helped us a lot with all the equipment. He brought the soft boxes, which is the lighting, and also some more cameras. His hobby is photography, so he has all the equipment at home, and he really brought everything we couldn't take with us on our flight. So shout out to my dad again, who helped us a lot. When we arrived, there was already a huge queue, and also some of you guys came and talked to me and tried to calm me down. Then we got in and some crew members came to get us backstage. They told us that Eric was still out grabbing some food, so we waited for him in the room and my dad set up everything all by himself. Well, I was pretty much dying because I was so nervous and a bit dizzy from not having eaten all day long. It was kind of a mess because the setup I imagined in my head didn't really work out. And I was like, oh my god, how is it gonna look on camera? And also my throat was still sore from the flu I had before, and I was worried that my voice will sound weird, and yeah, so many worries. My boyfriend tried to calm me down, but I could see him shaking already because he's a huge fan of Eric. Luckily, my dad, who was the only one still functioning, was able to prepare the setup and everything, and actually he loved it so much to finally see all his equipment in action. So he literally was like, no, I'm doing it all by myself, sit down. And then they arrived and I kind of tried to stay professional on the outside, when on the inside I was pretty much freaking out. But actually, as soon as he came to say hi to each of us, it really calmed us down because he was actually so nice and chill. Then we finally started the interview, and he even helped me to start my new audio recorder, which was really nice of him. He was in a really good mood and so positive during the whole interview, and he even asked me some questions back, which I found very thoughtful. You could really tell that he's usually the interviewer, as he interviews a lot of Western stars for Korean media. So he really made it easy for me to enjoy the whole thing and make me feel very relaxed. We talked about many things like his tour, growing Asian representation in Western media, a bit about BTS, we shared our skincare secrets, and I taught him some German as well. For those of you who haven't seen the video yet, I put the link down in the description box. And we also took some selfies afterwards, so he really took his time even though he was just about to play his show. And after we finished, we packed our stuff, and unfortunately my dad had to leave already, so he couldn't enjoy the show with us. But his manager, who is so nice by the way, brought us to the stage so I could film some scenes of the concert. And the crowd was so hyped and everyone was in such a good mood. I think it really was one of the most energetic crowds I've seen so far at K-pop concerts. First, Steve James played his set, who is an amazing DJ and also did the new song Missing You together with Eric. And then Eric came on stage and it was seriously one of the best shows I've been to so far. And I also got some impressions for you so you can see what I'm talking about.
This next song is called Interview. So what's your makeup? 알고 싶죠. 자연스러운 척해요. 아닌 척해요. 사실 준비 많이 해봤죠. 자연스러운 척해요. 아닌 척해요. 사실 그때가 더 좋은데요. 신뢰가 아니었다면 좋을 텐데. 그러지 않았다면 좋을 텐데. 쉽지 않다면 내가 궁금하다면 Oh baby, let me ask you some questions. What is that? Oh, thank you. Oh, she drew this. You drew this? Thank you. Today is Korean class. So, this next song is called This Is Not a Love Song. 너만을 위한 사랑 노래를 만들어주고 싶어서 들려주고 싶어서 yeah. 너 아직 있다면 아직 내 곁에 있다면 yeah. 그럼 내 너를 부를게 아직 너를 그래도 아직 너를 못 잡고 찾게 될까 불안해져 yeah. 애써 아닌 척 무심한 척해봐도 이 장면은 저래도 무너져나 yeah. 소리 없이 혼자 다른 놓친 내고 평생 안겨봤던 담배 배웠어 눈치는 괜찮아 yeah. 조금 난 지나갈까 be alright I don't miss you Don't miss me too 다시 전부에 눈을 연다 내게 들려 멈출 길을 걸어가고 있었죠 Feel you under my skin yeah. So when you touch my body When you touch my body Baby, let me get by your side So hold on Wanna float away with you I did love you So I missed you Otherwise just miss me I did love you I did love you But I'm missing you Come on Nobody doesn't quite like you Make it go, make it stay Doesn't matter So let's run away I was wanting it 우리 tonight I would 생각했지 나 없이 넌 어떻게 지내지 지키지 못할 많은 약속들
Oh my god, this show was so good. Eric was perfect, right?
Fire.
He was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, his voice and his performance his dancing as well.
Dancing is pretty good.
He dances so good. So thank you again to Eric and the whole crew. They were all so nice. And thank you so much for making time to film our interview and for inviting us to the show. So we're gonna sleep now. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I see you in the next one. Bye!